Hey, what's up, guys? Scace here. This is the second ENF podcast, and we got a new group of dudes here. Returning is Ethan Emnion and Mr. Blonde Rob. But we have some new guys here that I want to introduce. Starting with Double A,
Yo, Marin.
Aaron, and then we got
So,
Fudd,
Hey,
also known as
I'm
Nico, and then we just have Kyle, who
Hello.
you guys know as
No.
Kyle. So I kind of want to just get into it. How you guys started in montaging and YouTubing and stuff. I don't know which one of you guys wants to start that off. Oh, also I should say we have our youngest members here today. Nico, only 17, and then Aaron, just
Aaron.
15 years old. The wee lads. Aaron, you being the youngest, I think you should start it off. How did you get into montaging?
okay. So, around like 2010, got an Xbox, and it came with Halo Reach, and so I played the shit out of that, and that was really fun. Like,
So you
I
were
just
10
had a
years old?
blast. Yeah, I was 10 years old.
Okay.
And then for like 2 or 3 years, I kind of played it off and on, and from there, I don't exactly remember how I got into YouTube, but I got like this really bad camera and started recording stuff with it, and like,
Like you'd film your TV?
yeah. Hey, I only did that for a little bit, then I learned how to actually
The Mexican cap
record.
card?
Yeah. So then I made stupid videos that aren't on my channel anymore because I hated them. And
Did you delete them?
then in like 2013, 2014, I started watching montages on YouTube, and believe it or not, I actually watched Carter's or Rugsy's M3, and that actually got me into actually montaging. Yeah, Rob.
Yeah,
Yeah.
gangsta.
Yep. And then I kept playing, watched Ethan's M4, and rest was that. Just started montaging Reach.
How did you get like picked up for ENF? Like how did you get into the group?
M4.
M4. M4.
You put that out.
M4.
I actually
Did it,
remember
man.
I made my M4, and then like in the next week I was playing a game and I matched Rob, and then he told me to get a Skype, so I did.
Yeah, I was like, get Skype, nigga.
Yeah.
You're like a big fan, Rob. Big fan.
Yeah.
Big fan.
Big fan. No.
Your M4
so-
almost has 3K views, huh?
Yep.
That's fucking
Yeah, and
insane, dude.
he gained like 1 million subs off of it in like a day.
It's a great time.
Yeah.
And you just
Yeah,
put out
phenomenal montage.
your M5.
I did.
Are people liking that? I know everybody in ENF fucking jizzed over it.
Average.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Kyle.
it's pretty av. Needed more Halo 2.
Average.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Not enough jetpacking clips.
I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah, needed more armor lock.
we'll put a link in there if you haven't seen this
Stale.
M5 because it's actually like insane.
Yeah, phenomenal montage. Everybody needs to go watch that.
Before we move on though, Aaron, do you still have those like camera videos on your channel? Because I need to go back and watch some
No.
of those.
Did he just say
Could I get a link to some
Did
of
you
those?
delete them completely?
Some of them, yeah.
Could I get a
Some
link
like
to one of
no.
those?
No.
Fine.
So bad.
Okay, we're gonna move up the age scale a little bit and go to Fudd over here. Same
Oh,
question.
boy.
How did you get into montaging?
It started with I'll start with how I got into YouTubing. So
Okay.
in 8th grade, me and my friends were like, yo, we should start doing YouTube. Like just for no reason. And so we started recording like Halo Reach, and then doing like Let's Plays on Minecraft and like all this like cancer stuff too. And like after a while I just kind of switched solely to Halo. But before that, like I was really into the forging community, so I was actually pretty big in there too.
It's a pretty big community, actually.
Yeah, like I have a lot of my stuff featured in older videos, and then
Do you still forge?
after a while, what?
Do you still forge?
No, not at all anymore.
You said it's Minecraft though every day.
God. So yeah, I stopped all of that. And like in Halo 4, I was like, maybe I should actually stop playing Infection and like try. So I started doing like commentaries and got like average gameplays where I was like, dude, I just want like a positive 2 kills or something. So I started doing commentaries, and after a while, I kind of got my name out there, I guess. And then at the end of Halo 4, I was like, all right, I'm quitting
Well, real quick,
commentaries.
were your friends like? So you all were uploading on this one channel?
Not like at the very beginning, it was me and 2 other friends who were doing it, and then it was just me by myself.
And that was called retirement gaming, right?
Yeah, it was called Retirement Gaming.
Retirement gaming.
And then yeah, at the end of Halo 4, when MCC started coming out, like the guys from ENF kind of picked me up, and they were like, "Yo, let's play some customs together," and I was like, "Okay." And then from there on, I was like,
introduced?
"What?"
How did you get introduced?
Ethan on Twitter was like, "Yo, anyone want to do a 1v1 on Halo 2?" And I was like, "Dude, I'll do that," because I was a sweat. I was like, "I can take on Ethan. He's just a jetpacker." So like we played customs, and then I was like, "Yo, these guys in ENF are pretty cool," and I guess they kind of like me. And then after a while, I was like, maybe I should start montaging and editing. So I started montaging in Halo 4 in March, and then yeah, that's how I got into montaging.
And you've already hit like 5 nairs.
7, but
Oh, who's counting?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah.
He is.
who's counting?
He's counting.
All right. Now we
I
move
remember
on
my
to
first
Kyle.
7.
Kyle just released a really good montage as well. His M2. So we'll link that. It's pretty cool. Edited by Mr. Blonde.
Yeah, go watch that.
Jaded V2. Jaded
and
V2.
a Halo 3 mini.
True.
All right,
Yeah.
Kyle.
Edited
Like,
by-
how did you get into to montaging, and how did you pick your montaging name, dude?
My montaging name, I
Nice.
looked at my birth certificate and it was my name, and I just added Vince to the end of it. I got into montaging because I was just a big sweat for Halo 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I always watched like Ishii, Felix, people like them, and then they made the clip off. I joined the first one, got a Social Slayer Jaro on Guardian, and that sort of got like me known, I guess. And then I matched Ethan in Halo 3 Lone Wolves, and we kind of started talking after that, and then he added me to ENF, and then it's always been like, I don't know, I've always just been here. And then Rob made me start doing YouTube by harassing me to get a capture card. And
It's heavy peer pressure, but harassing's not the right word. Well, maybe.
only,
Friendly put downs. Friendly put downs.
yeah.
I might have
But,
called you pussy a couple times.
It's kind of crazy because we're all like new montagers. Besides like Ethan and I think Rob's been. How long have you been montaging?
Rob's on a montage.
I'm not a montager.
Alright, but you know what
Yeah.
I mean. Like, how long have you been doing videos?
Dude, I don't know.
He's
Dude,
been
when
in
the-
here for I think several years now. At least in like the community and being known.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like I feel like all of us were all like new and shit. Except
Yeah.
I don't do like Reach. Or
It
even
was,
more.
it was like 2 years ago.
3.
Coming on. Yeah, we're going on 3 now, dude.
Yeah, Rob kind of started in early Halo 4, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris. Oh yeah, by the way, Apple Fanatic Chris, he might be joining midway through the podcast because there is a topic I want him to speak on, but that's for a later time, so he might pop in here. Along with who knows who else might pop in here. So I guess we'll see.
Who knows?
Roguesy.
So real quick, Rob is just kind of on the sidelines today. He wasn't even supposed to be in this podcast, but he was. He just insisted. So he's a little more quiet today, but he's just kind of.
We have separation
Rob.
issues, Rob and I.
I know you guys are on like the other side of the screen.
For me, they're right next to each other.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
same.
People will get my joke when they win. Anyway. Okay, well, now I kind of want to segue into someone who has a lot more experience, Ethan, in montaging. And I kind of talked to you the other day, just on like a personal level. But like, how did you start to become like popular, and like how did you start montaging? Like, kind of get into that a little bit.
Oh man, it was incredible how I started because I had Biscuit Kryptonics and Proxy Hero helped me out. And like when Halo Reach first came out, I fucking hated the game. Like I quit Halo for like 6 months completely and went to go over. I went over to Modern Warfare 2 and just sweated my ass off on Modern Warfare 2 for 6 months.
God.
Like straight up like fucking 360 YY phase quick scopes, fucking all over the place, fucking nothing but cancer, dude. And then I realized, I'm like, this isn't me, man. I'm a Halo kid. I've been playing Halo since I was in diapers. Fuck this. I went back to Reach, gave it a shot, and I turned into a sweat, man. Started sweating my ass off in 4v4 objective, left and right, until one day I hit this clip that's on single Halo clips. And I believe it was called like Emneon Wicked Whip Quickscope Kill Tack or something like that. And basically what it is, it's like a whip no-scope over exterm into a quickscope tack on 4v4 Asylum. And I hit that. And that clip basically was the clip that made me decide I wanted to become a social montager because I realized like I had the potential to do it, but at the same time I had no idea how to fucking do it. And I asked Biscuit, man. I was like a fucking freshman in high school and I found Biscuit and I was like, yo dude, my name's Ethan, I really need your help. I literally don't know what the fuck to do. I don't know what happened software. I don't know anybody who can help me. I need your help, dude. I need your help setting my standards. Like literally, like fanboying the shit out of him, and he helped me. He brought me in, and he helped me, and him and Proxy Hero helped me. And yeah, that started. And within like my first week, I had a little shy of 200 subscribers, thanks to Biscuit, because he was shouting.
Insane, dude.
Yeah, he was like shouting me out in his commentaries left and right. People were always finding me like running an objective with him. It was awesome.
I don't even have 200 subscribers.
But like. It was great, and then Halo 4 came out, and I feel like Halo 4 is kind of like what helped get my name out there more because,
Really?
like, yeah, there was myself, Biscuit, Kryptonics, Proxy Hero,
Because I feel like you're so known for your Reach montages.
Yeah.
Yeah, I blew up in Halo 4 from grinding it so much, man. And like after my M4 was released, dude, I went back to Reach and started grinding on Reach, and then that's when I started getting even bigger. Like I wasn't expecting to do what I did in Reach. I really wasn't, man. I was expecting to make one more montage and go back to Halo 4.
Yeah.
Maybe go back to Halo 3, to be completely honest with you. But after like my M2, I had a lot of motivation to keep grinding. And then I half-assed my M3, as a lot of you know, that was edited by Ishii. It was like 3 minutes, and like 80% of it were nares, and a lot of people commented on it thinking they were fake clips. And
God.
like I remember Shwazy was one of them, man. I remember he commented saying, nice custom game clips. And that fucking pissed me off pissed me off so much. Dude. Like I hit all those clips in 3 weeks. It was ridiculous.
I love Crazy though.
Like then my M4 came out, and I thought that was gonna be my final. Like I didn't want to label it my final, but I thought it was gonna be. And Jaded came out. I somehow hit all the clips for Jaded, and that was a nail in the coffin. Like after Jaded came out, I was done with Reach. Like it got to the point where I was forcing myself to play, and I was like, why am I even doing this? So that's why I've been playing Halo 2.
Yeah.
That's that. That's how that all started.
That's insane, dude. How you just like, and I mean you can pick up like any Halo game and just like getting multis is in your blood, dude. I fucking swear. Like this kid, he hops on Halo 2, and like he's hitting these insane clips. Like wait till you guys see his M1. It's like
Yeah.
it's honestly
Ethan's setting standards for
By
Halo
the
2.
time they hear this,
I know.
Oh yeah, I should say we're pre-recording this, which kind of brings me to my next topic. We're pre-recording this. Today is Sunday. Halo's coming out. Halo 5 is coming out Tuesday. We're gonna be releasing this Thursday, most likely. So I mean, Halo 5 is already gonna be out. So next week, next podcast is gonna be dedicated to talking about Halo 5, kind of first impressions. But as of right now, Halo 5 has not released yet, so.
So we got no fucking clue.
Yeah, but I mean, so it's,
It could be a trash game.
Yeah, but we're all, man, fingers, toes, cock, everything is crossed right now. Like, it's gotta be a good.
Yeah.
Dual
I'll do both your
M6.
M6s.
Oh my god. Hey, there's Carter. She. Who's he supposed to be impersonating in that? Was
That
that?
was Rob.
That's right.
Well, yeah, I know, but like, who's he acting like Rob was supposed to be in that?
I think
Was
he
he
was. I think he's. just
Remember
trying
when
to bash
Rob
Rob.
had like really long hair and stuff?
Yeah, I had like a mullet going.
I try not to.
So you'd always say like, nice flow, bro.
Oh, okay. I get it now. All right.
Okay, all right. So kind of a cool thing that's happened with Halo 5 is that some people got some early copies. Kind of people who are bigger in the community, like Homebomb, Unishack, obviously, since he works for 343 now, Naked Eli, people like that. But also, the top 8 teams in HCS have gotten early copies of Halo 5, and they've been streaming that on Twitch, the multiplayer. And have you guys been kind of keeping up with that? I know I've been kind of popping into like Twitch streams and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really?
Nope.
I've been seeing YouTube videos.
I haven't looked into anything in Halo 5. I played like 3 days of the beta. I went back to Reach, and I haven't looked into a single thing about Halo 5. I don't know anything about this shit everybody's calling Warzone. I don't know about these battle rifle skins. It's got so many weird things I don't know anything about. And like, I'm excited for it though. I think it's going to be an amazing game.
I think a majority of us kind of want to go in just fresh. Like we don't actually live in there.
Yeah.
It's Halo. I'm gonna love it, man. Like either way, I'm gonna love it. Like I'm gonna play the
That's
shit
how
out
I
of it.
feel too.
Yeah, I'm gonna play the crap out of it.
I can't stop.
I don't have my hopes up or down.
yeah.
They're in
I'm just gonna
purgatory.
play it. Yeah.
Oh,
I haven't been watching like any streams, any YouTube videos. I haven't watched like any of the game. I played maybe 30 seconds of the beta and then went back to Reach. And that's about it. That's all I know of Halo 5.
Did you not
Did
like
we
the
lose
beta?
Nico?
I just
Nico like ripped
Yeah.
out of the call, dude. I think he lost connection. I'll probably be back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there's a loud
That's
there's a
doing.
loud
Oh,
bang in
it's
the room.
back.
Oh shit, he isn't dead. How's it going, Nico?
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
What happened?
Just had to talk about something, so we're good.
Okay, we good,
Alright.
fam.
We good.
So this is kind of why I wanted Chris to interject here. So I hope Apple Fanatic fucking joins miraculously. Because he has a lot to say. I mean, me and him have been talking a lot about kind of first impressions and shit like that. But the thing we are most worried about is from what I've seen on Twitch streams, it looks like the game like plays really well, and it looks like it's going to be a fun competitive game. And I'm sure you can do like some montaging shit. I haven't watched too much like Warzone, or if that's going to be. It's so weird like what the standards and like are going to be when the game comes out. You know, I think that's one of the funnest things about figuring out a new game is like what the standards are and what's cool and what's not.
Well, there's not going to be standards. That's kind of the point. Like, it takes
exactly.
like a week to set it, and honestly, it's going to be people like Ethan who fucking destroy.
I don't think there should
Yeah.
be standards, man. There really shouldn't be standards at all.
Yeah, not at first. The first few highlight videos should like you could have triples and shit if that's all you can do. Like,
Yeah.
you gotta
single
know.
kills.
stuff.
I'm going in
Hey, if
Halo
they're good
5
enough.
with set standards. I don't want to go in and start recording just like overkills in Warzone and stuff. You know?
Maybe not in Warzone, but like in like
Yeah, like
regular
Arena.
Team Slayer 4v4. I
Well,
might
yeah, but I don't know.
with Snipe or something.
I want to go in with high standards because I believe if you go in with high standards, you can come out with good clips. Instead of going in with low standards, you keep those standards for a long time.
You should go in wanting to hit high multis, but we don't know how easy it's going to be to hit multis.
Well, yeah.
It might be like Halo 4 where the HFH guys are hitting 30 nairs in a week, or it could be absolutely retarded and like no one hits a Jaro for the first 7 weeks. Like
Yeah.
it's hard to tell what's going to happen. That's why you should aim high, but you know don't be like, oh, if it's not in there, I'm not going to save it.
Ethan.
We're going to
Bash.
Got it. I have to hit in there.
I mean, from what I've heard, the game plays so much differently from the beta. So I mean, who knows if it's going to be more difficult?
I'm excited.
To hit. Yeah. I think in the beta, the highest multi somebody got was a Killpocalypse.
Has it even been seen?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
I know the guy afterwards posted like a thank you video. He's like British. He was like, "This is the best thing that's ever happened to me," or some shit.
Yeah,
like
he's a
that.
complete random. Like, this is his first Halo
Yeah.
5 video. Or Halo video in general.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, he seemed like a nice guy though. But so the thing that we're most worried about as montagers is the theater system.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's looking
Yeah.
like there's no record button, which is very strange. So I don't know if Microsoft is like really wanting us to use their game DVR, which is really absurd because the game DVR is
It
bad.
fucking
bad.
sucks.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I really fucking
Straight up.
hope 343 gives us a patch where we can actually record clips like we could in Halo 3, Reach, and 4, because that makes montaging so much easier. I'm so like, it's so brutal editing MCC montage because you have to stage angles and just all this shit, dude. It's so much more work. So I know the editors would like it if we get a record button. And
But at the same time, it's still easier than MCC because we have the thing where it downloads a full gameplay and we can go back.
We can save the gameplay, kind of.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's like a bookmark feature, and I don't know too much about it, but I don't know if it temporarily saves the game or if it saves it to your hard drive. So I wish we could get some more info on that. If anybody has, well, I guess we'll find out for ourselves when the game's out.
Exactly.
I've also heard like mixed things about how like you can't zoom in when you're in free cam
Yeah,
or
there's
something
no-
like
yeah,
that.
you can't
Apparently,
zoom in from
that it's a different stick though. Like someone did it at theater, so it's a
Really?
different stick.
But
Yeah.
that was weird because I'm used to zooming in.
Yeah.
'Cause it just looks
I mean,
nicer.
as long as there's a zoom, I don't give a shit.
If there's a
but-
zoom, then I'll be happy. But
Yeah,
But
exactly.
they really need that record button. Like, it's so crucial. I mean, I'm gonna live record my clips anyway, but that doesn't mean I wouldn't go into a game and like record that clip so I could get an angle later on.
Yeah.
So that's the thing that's like really scary right now, and also the lack of game types, which I think they said that King of the Hill and Oddball, like those will be returning. Just we don't know.
Not right
when.
now. Yeah.
yeah,
And I mean, I'm kind of okay with that as long as they are released. I think we're gonna have a pretty big update in December because that's when Forge is coming.
Yeah.
So I think that's when a lot
Yeah.
of features will be added. So it's weird to see how this game is gonna like progress, or if it's gonna be kind of. I feel like that can also kind of hurt the game too if it's missing features that are very important. Because that's kind of what happened with MCC, is that it was missing so much and it just lost this huge audience.
Well, even with Halo 4, they started the game, and while it still worked, there's still so many things wrong with it, like a 5-shot BR at the very beginning of the Halo.
I mean, we could go on and on about how much weird shit was in Halo 4. Just
Yeah.
how many weird decisions. But I mean, Halo 5 is such an improvement from that. I can honestly say that. So I mean, it's just little things that are kind of bad right now. It seems are scary in Halo 5, and those little things can really add up over time and kind of get frustrating. Where it's like, what's the fucking point of? Because I mean, that happens to me all the time on MCC. I'm sure it happens with you guys too.
Is having no Forge really a little thing, though? That's actually kind of absurd. This is the first time I'm hearing about that. That's fucking ridiculous.
Well,
That's-
They won't have
Yeah.
Forge until December.
yeah, that's a big part of Halo, and you're telling me you're releasing your game when it doesn't have one of its biggest features, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, because having all the Halos like included Forge maps, like community created maps, like in the multiplayer.
Let me ask you a question. Would you rather have them delay the game till December so that it releases with it?
Yes, I'd
Yeah.
rather them
Yes.
finish the fucking game than give it to us.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sitting here like a fucking vibrator, like, oh my god, Halo fucking 5! I can see.
Yeah, it's getting old having to download updates all the fucking time.
I mean, that's just the age. That's the age we live in now. Where I mean, there's always going to be updates now for video games.
Yeah, where they feel they're obligated
Well,
to give the
with
whole
Halo
game,
in
but not
general,
at a certain
Halo
time.
has a lot more updates than
Well, I mean, MCC does because I mean the game's still broken.
sucks
Yeah.
dick.
The game isn't right. I
Or-
can understand, like a content patch here or something like, hey, we improved matchmaking, but with MCC, it's like we got a lot of missing shit. we got
Yeah.
We actually made the game worse accidentally. Oops. Oh well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, guys. Halo 5's coming out.
But at the same time, I feel like MCC shouldn't reflect how Halo 5 should be at all.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I think
I
think
agree.
there's a big misconception. MCC was outsourced to so many different companies. And I
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
just like having all the finished product come together into one game is what really just fucked it up.
And that shouldn't make it better for 343 about MCC, but it just means that we shouldn't base Halo 5 off of what MCC had.
Yeah, I agree with that because it really sounds like 343 is actually like 343 is working on Halo 5, not a bunch of other fucking companies.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I honestly think that Halo 5 will have a much better launch than MCC for sure, and that'll be.
Oh yeah, without
Oh yeah,
I mean, so far in the Twitch streams, Chris was saying he's only seen the game crash once, and that was in theater because apparently if the game drops below 60 frames per second,
Yeah.
it crashes. It's because
Sorry
it's
about
not.
that.
It's meant to run at 60 frames, and he was saying the way that it stays consistent at 60 frames is that the resolution changes slightly, but we just don't
Notice it.
recognize it
Yeah.
or something.
That
So
could be a huge problem though. Like
it sounds really weird.
Yeah.
Well,
Didn't he
yeah,
say that's
that's-
why? They're,
That's gonna be a big problem, dude.
It could be, but I think
isn't
if
that
it's
why he
optimized
said there's
correctly,
no
it's
split
fine.
screen?
What's that?
Yeah, no split screen, so it can't dip in quality.
Mm-hmm.
So like we all know from playing on solitary that map has like huge fucking frame rate.
Asylum,
issues.
Asylum,
Yeah.
dude. Asylum. has
Asylum,
that.
dude. There have been maps in the history of Halo that have frame rate issues all the fucking time, and just trying to tell me that Halo 5 is not going to have frame rate issues and that it's going to magically work.
Well, the
That's
way
just worrisome, yeah.
the way that they balance it out is that the resolution will go down, so it's easier for the game to process those frames.
So in
it
the
would
middle
be-
of our montage, we're just going to get a pixelated fucking picture.
Well, I don't think it would go that far. I mean, there could certainly be like a glitch that happens, or something. Like I wouldn't put it past anybody to like have that happen. But I think
you'd
I
hope it-
think the resolution is going to drop very minimally.
And you'd hope it'd be something that doesn't display in theater mode either.
Yeah.
Because,
Yeah.
I mean, like, it wouldn't make sense for it to dip in theater as well.
Mm.
So,
I think, well, it would because the frame rate drops.
Yeah,
You see
probably.
that in theater. Like all the theater is replaying that clip. It doesn't like fix it or anything.
yeah, I guess.
That could be a problem. But we're just gonna be like that's the easiest thing to do is just sit here and think about all the things that could go wrong.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just kind of like this is just kind of like our thoughts. So I mean, I think in the montage community, it's gonna be like who play Halo 5. We really need to like speak up about issues that we're concerned about because 343 is listening to the community.
Yeah.
I mean, they've proven that. So I mean, we need to.
We aren't the community.
Well, we're a small
Yeah.
part of a community.
Yeah.
They hate us. They fucking hate us.
Yeah, because we're the ones who break their game and
Yeah.
ensure that we can montage on social people in like a ranked playlist and that we're hitting nairs and stuff and
I mean,
Like
whether they
MLG.
like it or not, I mean, we're staying. So I feel like, not just us, but other people who are watching and people who are going to be playing Halo 5, you need to speak up about these issues and shit, Hashtag get a theater record button.
yeah.
Tweet it out, guys.
Now that Unishek is with 343, that's actually kind of a really good thing because a lot of us, especially Chris, are pretty close with Uni. Like
And I
Chris,
genuinely feel like he cares.
Odyssey. What's up?
Yeah.
I feel like Unishek does like give a shit about the community. He like actually cares.
Yeah,
Because he
does.
was part of us for so long.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's done the montaging thing. Like he'll understand from our perspective.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, kind of the people that they've hired are more. They were in the competitive community, like the pro team and Bravo, who was a coach, but they haven't really had someone who was more in the social montaging community. So I really hope John Unishek, he kind of gets through to people over there if possible, or takes.
Yeah, I'm not sure what his role is, but at least
the
we have.
community manager. So I mean, he's listening. He's definitely listening to people who talk to him. I know Chris has been talking to him about concerns. So I mean, at the very least, hopefully he can pass that shit on.
Yeah.
Speaking of Chris, where the fuck is he?
I don't think he's
Yeah, I
gonna
know.
join. So I'm gonna move on. This is gonna be our last topic. And I know this is something kind of me and Rob have talked about, and we were gonna talk about it last week, but we ran out of time. And this is just kind of a fun topic. We want to talk about what makes a map a good map.
Sniper.
Well, yeah, the sniper has, like, if it doesn't have the sniper, it's not a good map. I
So
think.
do you think a sniper would be good on midship in Halo 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Be the best.
Sorry, Skulls, but yes, it would.
Oh.
It would be fucking. It would,
Fud's saying no.
phenomenal.
I mean, like, as a montaging perspective, yeah, the sniper is a great thing to have on any map because it's the primary
Take the
weapon we
sword.
use.
Take the sword out and just put it right there. Don't even give it 8 bullets. Just give it 4 bullets at the most, man. See how that works.
But, like, as a competitive standpoint, like, having a sniper on something like midship just doesn't work because it's so useless.
And it's so
it
small.
seems like I can understand for like
In a competitive point, yes, it would be useless. But
Yeah.
like for
So
social
that
montage,
can kind of bring us
None
to
of us
this,
are competitive.
Like what makes a good? So with a good montaging map, you think if it just has a sniper on it, it's fine.
I was saying that as a joke. I think it just depends on like the map size and like obviously if there's a sniper on it or not. Like
The
you can't have,
spawns.
yeah, spawns. You can't have a sniper on like a small map. Like I'm agreeing. I said it as a joke. Like midship probably wouldn't be the best for a sniper because it's so small.
Yeah.
But obviously, like, Pinnacle is the best because it's just like
Yeah.
you literally sit on top of small tower and you can see the entire map.
But at
Ethan,
the same time, you want like a weapon that has a skill base because if you just get sword nares on midship, I mean, like it's cool the first few times, but like after a while, it's not going to be a standard.
That's
It's going
that's
to be
why
like
I
a
say
highlight.
that's why I say all maps should have sniper. Even though it's kind of harder to use a sniper on smaller maps like midship, I would still like it to be there. Why not just throw it in just for shits and gigs? You can still have your sword. Why not just throw it bottom mid? Who the fuck wants a shotgun anyways? Why do you need a shotgun and a sword? Like, you
I
just
mean,
need one.
the shotgun can cancel out the sword.
Well, fuck, I don't give a shit. Fuck.
I mean,
The
that's why
sniper
it's
needs
there.
to be there. The sniper needs to be there. I don't care. Every map needs a sniper. We can all agree on that at least. Come on.
I disagree.
Yeah, I
I
disagree.
Even from a
completely
competitive standpoint, it doesn't hurt to have a sniper. Because I mean, we were playing.
I mean,
we were playing.
from a montaging standpoint, I can understand why you would, but like, it's also there's also the competitive standpoint of what makes a good map. You know, for
But
example,
why does having a sniper on midship not make it a good competitive map?
Because it takes out the possibility of having different power weapons on there,
Yeah.
such as the sword or the shotgun. If you have too many power weapons, even though the sniper wouldn't work as well, it's still a power weapon and you still can use it. It just isn't useful
And I
very
also
much.
feel in Halo 2 on midship, it's such a close quarters map that you would have close quarters weapon. And I mean, your battle rifle, I mean, it's a mid-range weapon, but the way you can use it in Halo 2 is a close range weapon. So I mean, that map is designed and why it works so perfectly, I think, is just because you can get really up close and personal with people.
Dude,
Yeah.
I think if Carter was here, he'd agree with me because when we were playing that Fiesta on midship,
Dude, that was so much fun. People just need to learn how to snipe. That's honestly what it is.
we had snipers in there and people were sniping me all over the place. You can use a sniper on any map. Like,
No, yeah,
I
I
know, I
agree.
See,
I agree.
I
You can do that,
seriously
but
don't see why not.
I just think for overall gameplay and like, because you got to appeal to everybody with these maps. you
Yeah,
know? If
and
we-
we're looking at it on more of a montage.
Yeah, I mean, if
perspective.
we had it our way, it'd be like there'd be fucking sticky nades everywhere. There'd be snipers.
Yeah,
left
and like
right,
one
there'd be-
spawn point.
There'd be you know, but you got to look at it because the maps are supposed to be made to be competitive. I mean, that's always
Yeah.
that's always how it's been from Halo CE.
And if you want to look at
And there
it
needs
even
to be
deeper,
there needs to be balance on it.
yeah, like if you look at it even further, it's a 4v4 map, and so each person has a different role during the game. And I mean, like there isn't a role fit for someone who's sniping.
There's always
So-
a role for someone sniping. Mainstream. He could be the person, like you could have somebody with a sniper on your flag just kind of controlling, watching their flag. You could have it works. It works. You guys are fucking high. I'm telling you.
Oh, maybe it'll work like Halo Reach or Halo Countdown, where it's like sniper, you can just like sit on your flag. Like maybe it'll work like that, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't see how having a sniper on any map can make it any less competitive. That's all.
Okay.
You'd have the burden of proof lies on you, and you guys would have to prove that. Because I don't see why it would hurt.
Besides the power weapons, though, what else?
Well, I understand like you're talking about a flooding of power weapons. Obviously, you don't want fucking rockets and sniper and sword and shotgun, needlers and fucking everything. But like
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like
Just
you know,
a sniper.
take out the sword, take out the shotgun, and put the sniper in where it was. Like
So you're just talking about like replacing one of the power weapons that's currently on midship with a sniper.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what we were originally talking about. Yes, get rid of
yeah,
the
I'm not
fucking
trying
sword,
to
put a
like
sniper.
add
Yeah.
bullshit.
Yeah,
it's
fuck
kind of
that.
interesting in Halo 5, the midship remake Truth. In the top middle where sword usually is, they now have a plasma caster, which is a new weapon to Halo 5,
yeah,
and they have this sword. I believe it's P1.
yeah,
So
it's
it's,
somewhere
they
like
kind of
that.
switched it around. So that's really interesting to me because I honestly thought the sword would be top mid. So I don't know if
Because it's
that's
such an
final.
open area.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't know if that's going to be final or not, but it's going to be interesting to see that they actually
A lot of
switched
grenades
up
are
the
going to be
map.
thrown right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah, I
grenades
guess so.
thrown P1.
I've heard the Plasmacaster is sick, dude. Like my friend Dante the Pyro, he messaged me and he was like, I think people are gonna be able to do some really cool stuff with the Plasmacaster. Like, we're gonna be seeing like Plasmacaster trick shots and stuff.
What? Hold
I
on,
mean,
I
like
gotta
that,
look
and then
up-
the Hydra too. They're going to be 2 new power weapons that we're going to see in montaging, hopefully at least.
Yeah.
I think the Hydra people are underestimating as a montaging weapon.
Yeah, I mean, I
I
remember
agree.
in the beta, like nobody knew how to like use that weapon. I didn't.
Yeah.
I certainly didn't at first. I just like shoot it. I'd be like, this gun fucking sucks, dude. But you gotta lock. You gotta like lock on and like shoot like around shit. I don't know. So I mean, you could definitely do some cool stuff with it.
It's going to kind of be like the grenade launcher. Like if you end it, you know, like
Yeah.
I don't know. You get a high multi, you end it with like the grenade launcher. Same with the Hydra. It's like, whoa, did not expect that. No, I don't know.
I'm lost. I haven't seen anything about Halo 5, so I don't even know what you guys are talking
Yeah,
about.
I don't even know what's going on.
Yeah, back to the map thing.
Yeah.
I want to throw in one more thing. It's something I always complain about is asymmetrical maps versus symmetrical maps. I think that all competitive maps need to be symmetrical, and it kind of bugs me that maps like Lockout and Guardian are considered highly competitive, but there's just clear points on Lockout where if you spawn bottom blue, you are absolutely fucked, or if you spawn
Yeah.
on blue, you are absolutely fucked, and that takes a lot out of me, and that's why I think only symmetric maps should be competitive maps. And I don't understand why maps like Lockout and Guardian have been so successful in the competitive community.
Well, I mean, like, you can argue that with Lockout, if you spawn bottom blue, you have the choice to either go uplift or walk away from there. But,
Yeah, but
I mean,
going
like,
up-
it's still a bad spawn.
Going up lifts fucks you so hard. I mean, anyone.
Yeah, and if you go elbows,
I mean, yeah, there's
that's
been
another horrible
tons of
place to go.
times in like competitive, tournaments where people get stuck at bottom blue because you can get spawn trapped so bad down there. But I feel like it's so important with like map placement on those maps.
Yeah.
Like there's so many setups on Lockout, and you need to get that perfect setup. And there's ways out of bottom blue where you could take over like the setup of the map.
Yeah, it's another skill
so
gap
it's-
you have
yeah,
to
it's
add.
just like a skill gap. So I mean, I'm not against asymmetrical maps, and I think when it boils down to it, it's also a fun map to play.
Yeah, I enjoy Lockout. I'm not sure about Rob.
I get
Well, yeah,
where he's coming from though.
Yeah,
I like
exactly.
Lockout too, but like him, I don't like spawning there.
But that's also
Yeah.
because we play FFA all the time. I mean,
Yeah, FFA is a little bit different. You're not going to keep being spawned down there. When you're playing like a 4v4
Yeah.
competitive game type, like one team can be set up on top BR or top snipe, and they can just fuck you down there like the entire
Yeah.
game, aid you out like forever.
but that's the argument. You want to try to control those points so that
Yeah,
you
but
get
see,
stuck
like,
down there.
I understand that controlling the map element that you guys like to throw into competitive maps, but like in a way that makes the first move of the game the most important. And like it like especially on Lockout, since it's asymmetrical, one spawn is a little bit better than the other spawn. The spawns like from off the bat, like I can't remember exactly what they are, but when you have asymmetric maps, one spawn can be better than the other. Unlike a
Like
symmetric
BR
No,
spawn. If
yeah,
you spawn BR, you can get the sniper and you can get the sword. And
yeah,
then,
exactly.
Yeah.
Or if
And
you,
those-
or on Guardian, if you spawn elbow, you can just go up the ramp and there's overshield and sniper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. The other team has like fucking camo and a shotgun. Like, where's the fairness in that? Like that.
Well, I mean, it changes in competitive settings, so
Yeah, I guess. It just I've always preferred symmetric maps. like-
Mauler and Cam.
I think symmetric maps definitely are a little more fair for sure. But I mean, asymmetrical maps, they can still
If they're done
they can
right,
still
if they're
definitely
done
be
right.
competitive.
If they're done right. Powerhouse, I find, is actually one of those maps that can be done right. Like I know you guys don't play.
I think so.
competitively, But like I play it on SWAT, and SWAT on Powerhouse, like SWAT's pretty
I like
competitive.
Powerhouse.
nowadays.
The spawnings are pretty equal on it, right?
Yeah, it is pretty. It's not terrible. Like
You know, that's another
asymmetrical
thing.
maps can work. You're right.
Ethan,
That's
what
another
do you
thing.
feel is the best montaging map of all time?
Pinnacle.
Would you say it's Pinnacle?
It's gotta be
No.
Pinnacle.
Pinnacle,
No.
No,
Asylum.
gotta be something better.
Yeah.
Exile.
You gotta give me a
Yeah, we'll give you a second.
Ethan's thinking.
What was Aaron saying before?
I was gonna say that another thing that I personally think should always be in a map is there should always be, the map should always be able to have some sort of objective game. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
like I'm taking Beaver Creek and Anniversary. I hate Beaver Slayer. I hate it. I don't think any of us like it. But Beaver Flag, I'm okay with. It's a lot more fun. I feel like just like taking the flag and taking it back. I just feel like every map needs to have some sort of objective thing that it can do.
Well, I think that
Yeah,
map,
or else it's a one-dimensional map.
I think that map Battle Creek in CE was originally made for the purpose of capture the flag.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I mean, in Halo, and I mean in Halo 2 with the remake Beaver Creek, it still plays really well as a Slayer map. So I mean, it kind of changes between games when a remake is made. I don't have too much experience with the Reach, so it plays pretty shitty for Team Slayer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, because I really enjoy Team Slayer on Battle and Beaver Creek. I think those are great game types, along with Capture the Flag. But I don't think anything else would really work on it, like Hill or Oddball or something.
Also, spawns on a map that are just like they take away from the pacing of the game. Like if you spawn in base, in
Yeah.
Beaver Creek,
Well, that's fucking awful.
yeah,
Or maps that have like flipped spawns where it's like if you're getting destroyed so bad you flip like the spawns flip and it's kind of just
Oh yeah, that's bad.
yeah.
I mean, in CE, you can that can. Some maps can be so unforgiving, especially on Battle Creek. If you're playing against like a good team and you have like dribble sauces on your team, you can just keep spawning in base and you just can't do shit. I think the most unforgiving map ever is Derelict. If you get top control on Derelict, you can just fuck everybody on bottom. Like
Yeah.
you could be playing against good people too, and I mean you can just if you know where to look, you can just fuck them up. It's such an unforgiving map, but I love it.
Yeah, that's why I say I don't like having multi-levels on maps because of that concept for the
Yeah.
most part.
But it's all about map control and who. I mean that's a skill gap. Who can get there?
See,
'Cause, I mean,
that's where we're gonna disagree on forever. Like
know.
we're never
Yeah.
gonna be able to get past that. Like, I don't like that concept of map control. Like I understand map control in a certain way, but like it can't be too overpowered. Like Sanctuary, you can have map control of Ring 3 and Ring 2. That's map control, but it's not like so overpowered that you can absolutely fuck the other team like for the rest of the game.
Yeah, and if you
I've
look
seen
at
some-
CE,
I've
if
seen
you get
some
map
pretty bad-
control,
I've seen
you
some
win
pretty
the
bad
game.
fucking on that map,
Mm.
dude.
Well, yeah, but you have to be an idiot. I mean, let's be honest.
No, but I'm saying like it's all about map control. It honestly is. If it's any map you can get control, and if
Yeah.
you know what you're doing and know where to look, it doesn't matter if it's multi-layered or not. You can just destroy that other team.
yeah. I agree with Scace, but we can move on.
Yeah, Ethan, did you
Ethan,
make
have
up?
you thought
map?
of have you thought of the best map?
Yeah, dude, it's definitely. I would like to say Sanctuary and Asylum, Asylum from Reach and Sanctuary from Halo 2, The Pit and Lockout. Hands down,
Yeah, Pit.
Lockout probably be my favorite for montage because it just, in my opinion, that has always been the easiest map for me to hit multis on. Like, you go watch my Halo 2 Anniversary M1 and I have a fucking game in there where I get back-to-back nairs on lockdown. And everybody's seen my Halo 2 my Halo 2 M1 now, and they've seen the Jaro ×2 on Lockout in there. I don't know. Lockout's forever going to be one of my favorite ones just because it's such a good feeling sitting on S2 with Snipe Sword combo or Snipe BR combo. It is just such a good feeling, dude.
I agree.
But
But
The
not
Pit-
stuff like Pinnacle, because you have a lot of nairs on Pinnacle, but why wouldn't you say that's your favorite?
Pinnacle's just too easy.
Yeah, some
Yeah.
people hate that duck hunting, and I guess in some aspects it could be like unsatisfying. Like the maps that you mentioned, they have a more satisfying element to it.
Yeah.
Just like you could say Exile. Exile is the easiest to hit nairs on, but none of us are gonna be like, oh yay, Exile! Like we're so fucking fed up with that map. It's not
Yeah.
Yeah,
exactly.
I don't even have an exile in there, so I can't even.
Me neither.
I
You
don't have,
guys
I
have to
don't
go
have any.
I don't
I
even
don't
have
have
an
any
air.
in Capture the Flag. I don't have any in Capture the Flag. Only big team.
God.
Yeah, same.
I can't believe I have an Exile nair over all you guys.
well, I have a
I
rag
have
in there, so.
4. So,
And I have a hang
Right,
of mine
Halo
there.
4.
I have a hang of mine there.
All right. Well, I think it's time to wrap it up. So I just want to go through you guys real quick and just if you have any last words, if you want to plug anything, say one
Yeah.
last thing. Ethan.
I gotta quit taking so many dabs, man. I got hella confidence. I'm glad this is over, man. Fucking, I hope Halo 5 is good, man. I hope everybody enjoys playing it, and ENF's gonna produce nothing but crazy ass
Oh.
videos for you guys. I can't wait.
And watch that H2M1.
Yes, and watch the H2M1.
All right, Aaron.
Watch my M5. Watch Kyle's M2.
Is this just like we're shouting out our own montages?
Oh, it's just kind
Yeah, I
of like
shouted out
it's just
Kyle.
kind of like
No, we're wrapping the video up.
yeah, we're wrap. If you have any like last things that you want to say, or if you want to like plug anything, say like what projects you have coming up or something like that.
Oh, okay.
Like typical outro stuff.
Do you have any projects coming up?
You, Nico, you fucking nigger.
Oh, me? Yeah, I got
a blank stare.
Yeah, I got my Halo 4 montage one, and I know people love Halo 4.
It's gonna be dirty.
But I've been putting a lot of higher standards into that, so hopefully it will be one of the better Halo 4 montages, and of course I'll be putting a lot of editing into it, so hopefully out before December.
It's gonna be. I can't wait for that, dude. That's gonna be phenomenal.
Kyle.
I have my Halo 3 mini that I edited myself. Coming out
Oh, wait, no.
on Monday, which you guys might have seen if you're subscribed to me. Other than that, I'm hyped for Halo 5, but also very cautious because I don't know how it's gonna be. So hopefully
You don't
it's
want you don't want your heart broken again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
What about you, Rob?
Slinky's sister is tight as a motherfucker.
Oh my god.
You're
Alright.
a fucking legend,
Thank
man.
you.
I love you.
Wow.
Here,
I
let me
just-
I'm gonna get a picture before we end this. Put this on
Selfie.
Of
Snapchat.
all of us.
Hey.
Okay, one second. I gotta get another one. Nico's not in there.
God.
God.
That's perfect.
All right.
Thank you.
That's
Yeah,
deep
I
shit.
just
Yeah.
released a montage. I hate fucking when people call it their final, but it's probably gonna be my last MCC touch for a while. It's called The One Who Knocked. It's Breaking Bad themed. You should definitely go check it out because it's really cool and I like it.
That was a good Tosh.
Thank you, Aaron.
Very nice theme to
You're
it.
welcome.
Thank you, guys.
It was so spooky.
It was pretty spooky. All right, guys. Well, that was this week's episode. Thank you so much for tuning in. Again, give us feedback on what we can improve on, and we appreciate you all for watching. Peace out, guys.
Later.
Yo, Kyle, I thought you were talking about
so bad.
the edit I did, and I was like, bro.
So bad.
No.
Oh.
And then like have one slide out of a slide.
LOL.
Oops.
Now I'm really worried Rob's gonna do it.
Let one slip.
Yeah.
I just text my friend two in the pink, one in the feelings, and all he had to say back was ha 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 ha.